Or
And when did,
2013, I'm sorry.
do you have a month and a day?
Yes, it was May 28th.
May 28th of 2014 or
13.
13? Okay. And when did you and Mr. Perez cease living together as husband?
Officially, February, but we've been separated since October, technically.
So separated since October of 2019, but ceased living together as a married couple in February of this year?
Yes, sir.
Has your marriage to Mr. Perez become insupportable because of discord or conflict of personalities that has destroyed the legitimate ends of the marriage relationship?
Yes, sir.
Is there any chance that you and Mr. Perez will get back together?
No, sir.
Now, I see that you and Mr. Perez had children during your marriage. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And your children's names are Xander and is it Sienna?
Kiana.
Kiana, okay. And I show that in your paperwork, their last name is Watson. Is that correct?
Yeah, Perez Watson.
Perez Watson. And these are Mr. Perez's children. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, have there been any types of court-ordered guardianships or conservatorships or any other orders affecting the children?
No, sir.
And you and Mr. Perez, y'all have come to an agreement on a parenting plan of how you're going to share conservatorship and access and possession to your children. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Am I correct in understanding that you and Mr. Perez have entered into an agreement where both of you will be joint managing conservators? However, you will be the managing conservator with the right to establish their residency where they live, and that will be contingent on it remaining in Van Zandt County. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that you and Mr. Perez have also agreed that he would have access and possession to his children under the standard possession order unless otherwise agreed. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that's in the best interest of your children?
Yes, sir.
And you and Mr. Perez have also reached an agreement regarding child support. Your records indicate that Mr. Perez will be ordered to pay child support in the amount of $788.61 a month. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I also see that you two have come to an agreement on medical costs, wherein Mr. Perez would be ordered to pay $200 a month for the medical or health insurance costs for the kids. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And are the kids currently on a health insurance plan?
Yes, sir. They're on TRICARE.
They're on TRICARE. And is that a government assistance program or is that a private?
No, I'm National Guard, so I get that through my unit.
Okay. All right. And you and Mr. Perez have agreed to the distribution of your property. And can you kind of summarize for me what y'all have agreed to on how to divide up what you own together?
He gets the SUV. I get the car, but he stated he'd pay for it. And then we didn't put it in there because we hadn't agreed to it in the time, but he's getting an acre of the property once it's paid off.
So you understand if it's not in your agreed final decree of divorce, then it's not going to be effective for the purposes of your divorce. You understand that?
Yes, sir. We did different paperwork for that.
Okay. So you have an agreement that's going to be outside this final decree of divorce,
Right.
is what you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
And you're comfortable with that?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that the division of your property is fair and equitable to both you and Mr. Perez?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I saw Mr. Perez was with us earlier. I saw him. However, he, as you saw as well, he indicated that he was having connectivity issues. I'm going to show you what's been provided to my court and purports to be the last page of your final decree of divorce that appears to be signed by Mr. Omar Perez. I'm going to ask you, does that appear to, are you familiar with Mr. Perez's signature?
Oh yeah, that's his signature.
Is that his signature there?
Yes, sir.
And despite he's no longer available with us on the Zoom hearing, however, you're telling me that he has agreed to the terms and conditions of your final agreed decree of divorce. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking me to approve all of your agreements and grant you a divorce?
Yes, sir.
All right, then, based on the evidence before the court will find that it has jurisdiction over Amber Perez-Erosa and Omar Perez. Court will find it also has jurisdiction over their marriage and their children. The court will find that all requirements of law and notice have been provided, that Mr. Perez was cited to appear and has attempted to appear today, however, was unable to appear due to technology issues. Court finds that Mr. Perez also filed a global waiver of service indicating that the court could proceed without his signature or further notice to him. However, the court finds that based on the testimony of Amber Erosa, that Mr. Omar Perez has signed an agreement with the terms and conditions of his decree of divorce as attached to the final decree. The court will find that the children born of this marriage will be parented according to the parenting plan laid out in the final decree of divorce. The court finds that the parenting plan to be in the best interest of the children and approves that. Court also finds that the distribution of property between petitioner and respondent, that the division is fair and equitable to both petitioner and respondent, and approves that. The court will hereby grant the divorce as requested between Amber Erosa and Omar Perez. And Ms. Erosa, are you asking for a name change today?
Yes, sir.
What are you asking for your name to be changed to?
Back to Watson.
And Ms. Erosa, are you asking for your name to be changed in order to avoid law enforcement or creditors?
No.
Is Watson your maiden name?
Yes, sir.
All right, then the court will grant the name change of Amber Marie Perez-Erosa to Amber Marie Watson. The only other matter that I see is not completed in your agreement is when the child support and medical support is to begin. That was left blank. Is there an agreement between you and Mr. Perez as to when his child support will begin?
He's already started paying it, so I guess we can do it for this date. He's been paying it since February.
When do you typically receive it from Mr. Perez?
He gives me a quarter of it. He gets paid weekly, and he gives me a quarter of it every week.
So he's paying you. So when do you receive his first payment?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Okay, every Wednesday. So what I'll do is today is the 26th. Okay, I'll have it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have him begin paying it Wednesday, September 2nd, because it's going to be ordered to be paid. Okay. And so,
Yes, sir.
and then thereafter, actually, I'm going to have it say September 1st because it says with like installments being due or payable on or before the first day of each month thereafter. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, Ms. Watson, the court has granted your divorce. Court finds that you have also paid your court costs. You'll be able to receive a certified copy of your final decree of divorce at the Van Zandt County District Clerk's office. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Anything further you need from the court?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Watson. Have a good day.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.